Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Andy's Toolbox. In this episode, we're just rocking out in the garage, listening to some punk rock music, if you're into that sort of thing. Uh, Hard rock, punk rock, hip hop, it's all good to me, In this episode, we have something y'all been waiting for, some snap-on tools. And it's not all the snap-on tools I've ordered recently, but I thought I would break it up into a few videos because the other portion was a few orders I had kind of pieced together, this one and a few other ones to make complete sets of stuff. So, snap-on stuff is expensive and it's hard to, buy full sets of stuff all at once, so I kind of break them up into several orders. So let's get right into it. Panning out. Okay. First, let's go into, one of these items is a score off of eBay. I actually got these Mac picks right there. Actually, I didn't pay maybe $30 or $40 for these. I paid a reasonable price, and you can't find these orange. This is the orange version. The standard version of the Mac stuff looks more like this. That's like your standard. You see, those are orange. This would be like your standard red, or I wouldn't even call that a red. It's more like a I don't know. It's a weird color. It's sort of in between orange and red. Anyway, I picked these up for about $30-$40. The orange, they don't sell these on Mac's website. You'd probably have to have a tool truck guy in order to get offered these. So the price was ridiculously good, and I don't need picks. In fact, I already have the Mac pick set, the American made ones with the Mac grip handle. These are but the price was good, and I liked the offering of the color because usually you can't find that stuff on their website. These are made in Taiwan. Right there, guys. Doesn't bother me. All this Cornwell stuff, all my Cornwell picks and stuff, all the Cornwell stuff that I have, all made in Taiwan. A lot of this Mac stuff here, these hose picks and stuff, all made in Taiwan. Taiwan's been making good stuff for the tool trucks since about, I'd say, I'd say maybe 2015, maybe a little bit, maybe like 2000, yeah, maybe about 2015, around that time. Taiwan has been actually making very good quality stuff for tool trucks. They've opened up factories over there, and it's pretty much made to the same spec as, American made stuff. So if it's made in Taiwan and you're getting it on a tool truck, you're still getting excellent quality. So enough dribbling on about COO, but these are definitely cool. They're very nice. So moving on, this was part of one of the orders for Snap-on. These are probably can't see those part numbers very well, but I made this little caddy for them on my mini mill and machined that down so so the smaller ones can and the bigger ones can fit on there. These right here, I hate really giving away trade secrets. When you start buying stuff like this, like you wouldn't even know that this product existed on Snap-on's website. You wouldn't look for it. You wouldn't know what to look for. You wouldn't even know what this is. I hate giving away trade secrets, but because you just wouldn't think of using a tool like how these are supposed to be used. But anyway, these are for, so you, when you're in a tight access area, I'm not, and guys, I'm not trying to give away trade secrets. I'm just briefly going to show you what the tool is, because you wouldn't know what that does just by looking at it. So this goes in your ratchet. This tool plugs into that tool like that, and then you put another extension up here, and then you put this other one on the end of that, and then you can make like L shapes to get into weird annoying to get to areas. And you probably think, well, how much torque can you really put on something at an angle like that? But it's not really for high torque situations. It's just for, for mechanics, when you're in a situation where it's costing you lots of time to remove parts, when you can, sneak around stuff with a tool like this. It really doesn't matter how much torque. It just matters that your time has been saved. So I'm not trying to give away trade secrets with specialty tools and stuff that nobody even knows exist and what they're for. But anyway, that's what those are. Just telling you what they are because I'm showing it in my tool. If you don't need something like that or can't find the value in it, that's fine too. Anyway, moving along. I got part number right there. And these are the brand new to the market striking carbon scrapers. I'm probably not going to get these are the offset version. I'm probably panning out. Green. I've been on a green kick lately. So usually I go orange. Been getting tired of the same menagerie. So I've been on sort of a green kick lately. Probably not going to get the straight ones. Guys, I do mostly more along the line of metalworking and auto body. I do mechanical stuff. I'm not just a metal guy, but I kind of do a little bit of everything. But this offset here, that's going to get me into more places. Probably I always find myself in sort of a disadvantaged angle, and I just honestly, if you need a straight scraper, these this style here, these straight ones, you don't need a striking cap. It's the striking cap is, for me, it's like when you're at that odd angle and you don't got any room to really to scrape, but you got to just tap something off with the hammer in an odd angle where you don't have really room to move. And like I said, I don't just buy tools, because I do mechanic work, and I don't just like hoard tools, guys. When I buy something, I put a lot of thought into it, and it's a need, brother. It's not just, I'm not just an impulse shopper. I don't have money to be blowing like that. So anyway, these are got the new pry bar handle from Snap-on. I don't like Snap-on's pry bars. I think these handles are too big for the pry bar. I went with these Cornwell ones, and the handle's nice and beefed up and all, but the Snap-on ones are just ridiculously too big on their actual pry bars. But they actually slimmed them down for these, and I thought that this works out for these tools. I like this style of handle for these tools, but not a fan of that on their pry bars. So they come with a little cap. It's a scraper, guys. There's not really much to go into. I'm sure the quality is superb as far as the metallurgy goes and all that. But I guess that wraps up this episode of Andy's Toolbox. Of course, these are made in America. All Snap-on tools are, for the most part. I'd say like 85% of tools that say Snap-on them are made in the USA. So these are made in the USA. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Get notified if you love tools, if you're committed and devoted to the trades and all that, and drop a comment if you have anything to add with that. Goodbye, guys. Love y'all out there.